Hi, my name is Ben and I'm a licensed physical therapist here at Total Physical Therapy, and today we are going to be going over the exercise called the Quadruped Fire Hydrant. As I'm going through the analytics of our YouTube channel, I'm looking for our most viewed exercises, and the Quadruped Fire Hydrant comes in at 2,200 views. And so today we are going to be breaking down how to do the exercise, what are the benefits of it, and why we might use it in order to strengthen us. How to do the Quadruped Fire Hydrant is that we are going to be getting on our hands and knees. We are then going to be taking one of our legs and we are going to be moving it out to the side. And as we're moving this leg out to the side, we are keeping the knee bent at 90 degrees, as well as making sure that our hips don't rotate side to side and that our back stays neutral, that we're not rounding or straightening our back, and that our back does not rotate. So what are the benefits of this exercise? Well, the first benefit that we can talk about is what we call glute activation. Specifically, one of the glute muscles called the glute medius and partially the glute minimus are responsible for moving our leg out to the side in this position. So we can effectively strengthen this muscle by using this exercise. This muscle, the glute medius, is one of our primary balancing muscles, or one of the muscles that helps stabilize our pelvis when we're walking around. And so it is very good for people who either are not walking or doing very much activity during the day, as well as athletes, to improve this muscle in order for them to either become more athletic or to become more functional throughout the day. Another benefit of the Quadruped Fire Hydrant is that it can potentially improve your hip mobility. Mobility just means that your ability to be able to move your joint through greater ranges of motion. Typically, one of the ranges of motion that gets neglected in most people is moving the leg out to the side and rotating it. And so by challenging this movement of the leg, we can effectively improve or even increase our hip mobility. Another benefit that we can talk about is core stability. Core stability is a fancy term for us being able to keep our spine in a stable position while we're moving our arms and our legs. And so what we're doing is we're getting down into a functional position by being on our hands and knees, because inevitably in life we're going to have to find ourselves in this position, and then we are working on moving our leg around in various positions. In this case, we're moving it out to the side by doing a fire hydrant. By doing that, we are then having to focus on making sure that our hips and our spine stay relatively still while we're moving the leg around, which can improve our core stability. Now, why might we use the Quadruped Fire Hydrant? Well, like we mentioned before, it's a very functional position. Inevitably in life, we have to find ourselves on our hands and knees. And so it's good to be able to have good motion and mobility and stability in this position. And so working on this exercise can help effectively improve that. One of the other things that we can think about is also athletic performance. As a runner, I know that one of the more popular exercise programs is called the Myrtle program, and this is actually one of the exercises that's listed in that Myrtle program. One of the reasons this is effective for people that do a lot of running, especially forwards and backwards running, is that if I'm running forwards and backwards all the time, my leg really doesn't have much of any job to do side to side. I'm mainly moving my leg in what we call the sagittal plane, or moving forwards and backwards, and the leg never really ever swings out to the side. And so by doing something like a Quadruped Fire Hydrant, we're forcing our musculature and our hips to have to move out to those positions that we don't typically hit with certain athletic movements. While this exercise can be very beneficial for us, we also need to be thinking about ways that we can progress the exercise. As always, we need to be thinking about what do we need to do to improve this exercise. And one of the ways we can do it is by, one, doing more repetitions of the exercise. Now, that's good to a certain point. Now, if I want to keep the exercise challenging, sure, I could do 100 Quadruped Fire Hydrants. But the problem is that most people don't have enough time in their day to be able to do 100 of these. So something we can think about is by putting resistance on it. By putting resistance on it, we can add something like a band around both of our knees. And by doing this, we are now making it a little bit harder for us to move our leg out to the side, which is very beneficial for athletes, because we want to try to help improve not just the amount of repetitions that we're doing, but actually putting a little bit of load on the tissue as well by adding a band. These are just some things to consider as we are talking about the Quadruped Fire Hydrant. I hope you guys found this video beneficial for you. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave those down in the comment section below. If you guys have any ideas of what other exercises you guys might want for us to cover in this manner, just let us know in the comment section below. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day.